is just found out that a train derailed in my hometown.
Really? Well, that's
So yeah, are we on stream?
We are.
Can people hear me?
Yes. You need me to.
Then I won't.
Hang on just a minute. Let me do a couple of things. Because I didn't realize what time it was.
Oh, Tex, I like your new subscribe banner.
Huh?
Your big purple subscribe banner. That is really cute. I've never seen that before.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
No,
really?
I seriously don't know what you're talking about.
I wish I could have screen capped. Next time it comes up, I'll screen cap it.
Mm-hmm.
There is a beautiful little banner. It showed some of your emotes, and then it is this big purple banner, and it said, "Do you want some more of these emotes? Subscribe to Tex Cub SF." And it had your little squirrel in it, and a big kind of little rainbow on it, and it took up like 3/4 of the width and about maybe an inch of the bottom of your screen for half a second, and then it went away.
Oh.
It had a little subscribe button.
Yeah, that just pops up every once in a while.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. That is really pretty. It's really cool. I like it. You're so cool. You're so hip, man. Hip. I'd snap my fingers, but you wouldn't hear it.
Okay, Skike, I don't know if you can hear us, but I'm going to be restarting the server once everyone logs out.
Nut check! Yep, we're good.
Headcom.
Crazy.
Thank you, Crazy.
Thank you very much, Crazy. Skike did hear you.
Okay, in the subscriber chat, I posted where you can find more information if you would like to know more information about it.
Thank you, Lynn.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Okay.
Oh.
And everyone's out. Let me get out.
Gotta love good carbonation. Especially when you're not supposed to have it.
Oh. Yeah, I got up and went downstairs to get some water to take my acid pills. Made a great big container of ice water, came back upstairs and sat back down and didn't remember until you showed up.
Yeah. And forgot the water on the counter.
I did.
Yeah. Story of my life. Letting the pitcher in the fridge run dry because I need to change the filter.
With the 5 gifted subs, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Actually means a lot.
Yep, we're good.
Aww.
And same with you, Crazy.
Nut check!
Yep, and subs are on sale right now, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah.
Apparently like so, because it says 4 days left.
Yeah, it's like 34% off.
Wow.
Nut check! Yep,
Yay,
we're
now
good.
I could use the emotes.
Yeah.
I know, right? All the emotes, all the time.
Nut check! Yep, we're good.
I love gooderness. Gooderness is the one that does the voices for my alerts.
Which reminds me, I need to taunt the squirrels. Give me a minute.
Okay. Yeah, he's the game playing Penguin.
Oh, that's who that is. Okay.
Mhm. I've met him in his human suit before. When he's out in public, he's in his human suit.
Aha.
Mm-hmm. Server's coming back up. See if that makes any difference. I doubt it. But we do remain hopeful. Ish. Server is still initialized. Yep, there we go. Can I schedule a restart? I can. It's going to restart every day at 9 a.m.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. I need to let everything load in. Nope, immediately drops to 10 frames.
Oh dear. So don't log in?
No. It's only happening at the base. It's not as bad. Well, actually, it is as bad.
Yeah, there's something going on at the base that Annie has not totally tacked down yet.
Yep.
We just can't quite figure out what it is. Just be mindful at the base.
Well, last night I installed a bunch of pumpkins. You don't think that would be doing anything, would it?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Where did you put the pumpkins?
In my room, up on the 3rd floor, I think. It's above Annie's room.
I don't even know where Annie's room is.
Yeah.
Go around to the other stairs.
And yeah, Annie's is off one of the halls and off the library.
No, not off the library. She's off. She's up on the main stairs. Or the main staircase.
Above the kitchen, I think.
Yeah, because this is getting as low as 7 frames.
Okay, no, that's sharks, and then go around. I'm watching your stream, which is not helpful because you're like 30 seconds.
I know.
Oh, you get 30 seconds? How do you rate?
I don't even know. Well, that's just a guesstimate. I don't know if it's 30 seconds. I don't know.
No, I get that. Mine's more like a minute and a half.
But where you were at Shark. Oh, there it is. You found it.
I love your door, Luna. Luna, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It's so colorful.
Oh, that is so cool.
Of the pumpkin lights around the room, even though they are a pumpkin. They're considered a pumpkin.
Uh,
How are they
can you
lit?
can you pick them up? Or
Yeah,
can you only break them?
I can pick them up.
Yeah.
How are they lit? By power or independently?
Independently, they're pumpkins, so they're in the pumpkin choice menu.
I didn't know how that worked because I haven't played
Yeah.
with the pumpkins. So okay.
I just found out last night, so yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Cool.
Don't think this is going
I think
to.
I think the independent lighting is not affecting. And I turned off all the solar out on the greenhouse as well.
Yeah.
The rest of the lighting is lanterns.
But I'm not having any problems. Well, I don't know. I need to know where the solar is. Is that upstairs?
It's on the roof of the greenhouse.
Yeah. I'm getting a couple of. Hey! I've got frames now.
Okay, well that's crazy. Yeah, technically you would have to take down all the rest of the pumpkins too. I would think.
No, I'm back up to 60 frames.
Wow.
Seriously.
Crazy. Okay.
Okay, well I'm
Oh,
logging
it's
in now.
Where do you
just
want me to
pumpkin
put these?
light. Oh, they were somebody left them in my box, like a whole stack, so they could just be thrown out.
Okay. You don't want me to put them back in your...
Put them back in the box in case we figure out what.
Yeah.
I'm saying I have a bunch more that somebody had left in my box, so.
Oh, dang it. "12 little bitty pumpkins did that."
Who'd have thunk? Good thing you actually went and checked, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that
I like your room, though.
Your room looks really great. That is so fun.
Well, I love the sculpture in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's structural.
It would never.
Well, yeah, but it still looks great.
And I
Yeah,
would
Annie
never
had
have
put
thought of
color
something
there.
like that.
Well, those look so much like a moon.
Yeah, that's why I discovered that before. It's just the what is it? When I made that big moon, that's when I learned how to do it.
Nice.
Thank you. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of them. I have a bathroom and a bedroom.
Yeah, can you imagine if we had put a bunch of those down?
Oh God!
Like decorating a house with it? We wouldn't be able to get to it to take them down.
I'm wondering if I put out more just regular pumpkins, if it would do the same thing.
Worth trying.
I say go for it.
Test it.
Never know until we test it.
Yep.
Oh!
What?
Hold the phone. Okay, all right. The stack, the ones that I had laid down, the light strings, those were a separate thing, but there's also a light strings in the pumpkin shapes menu where it has like the scary pumpkin and stuff like that. So I wonder if those are different and would act like pumpkins.
No, because she probably already gave you just gave you a stack that had already been shaped.
Well, but they would still give me the option to shape it, and it doesn't.
Oh, really?
Because because I can go back and forth. I've had this one stack of the ones that are, so there's 4 already in here, so I had a 10 stack of pumpkins that.
Throw out all of those and I'll give you jack-o'-lanterns. The shapeable.
Okay. I have a feeling that someone may have pulled these lights out of the creative menu, so I don't need reimbursement for those. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting at table 60 right now.
Yeah. It's still weird that that one little item could do that.
Well, let me try it now with this. I only have 6, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Wonder if it's past the limit for geometry for a single item. Amazing.
Yeah, now my frames are dropping already.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, well now let's try it if it's just pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was still stable with the string lights, so I don't know if that's a...
I went down to 19 looking in that direction.
Ooh.
And it was going down as the more she put up.
Ooh.
Well, boy, howdy. I don't think I'm getting back in for a minute.
Oh. No, I'm stable.
I appear to have locked up. Oh, wait. Maybe it's loosening.
What did you say, Tex?
I'm stable.
Okay, so regular pumpkins are okay. I wonder if the big pumpkin or like some of the spooky pumpkins would make it worse. Like if maybe it's the stuff that's from the mod that cause it.
I think that is from the mod. The string lights. I think those are
that's
modded.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm wondering if like the giant pumpkin over here, like I have here, and then there's some really spooky, scary ones that I don't like at all.
I still have like 16.
You're still getting low frames?
Yep.
Whereabouts are you?
I am in the main foyer. Let's see what happens when I come to you. I'm assuming you guys are the white.
I'm not getting any frame loss. I'm getting 0 frame loss right now.
Yeah.
24, 29,
That's not good.
15. I'm trying to find you guys, first of all.
Oh, we went to the foyer, so...
Yeah. We're on the first
Yeah,
floor.
I'm the only one left up here.
Oh, there's Luna's room. Okay.
There you go, yeah.
Facing Luna's room right now, I'm at 30. But turning away from Luna's room, I'm facing the stairwell down from Luna's room, I'm at 15. So I still have the basement problem. Facing the foyer.
Is the basement on?
And the basement is just, yeah, tanks for me.
Log out and log back in.
I would too, yeah.
You may have some stuff lingering.
Yeah, basement.
That might be garbage collection, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. I know how to push the buttons.
Yeah, sometimes.
I don't know. I have a lot of people tell me I know how to push the buttons.
Well, actually, you're pretty good at pushing buttons.
Uh-huh.
There is that.
There she is.
Ah, Ben's here.
Yeah, I had to stop at the market and then put, stuff in the freezer when I got home. So
I figured that was the case. Yeah, I got to run to the market this week myself.
No, frames are still good.
Yeah, because today was food stamp day, so yeah.
Ah.
well, and I am just loading in, so I can't tell you what frames are going to be like for a minute.
Now, I didn't get anything for you, and I figured that L could do that.
Okay.
Or the did you read the Discord?
The
Dune Awakening?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, looks a lot better than I expected. It's
and
really not your typical MMO. More like Path of Exile.
yeah,
Oh.
and it he was saying that it appears that some of the issues he's seen may disappear on a private server.
Yeah.
So,
Under significantly less load. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at how many problems disappear when you're on a private server.
no, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, how many problems of a certain ilk disappear on a private server?
Exactly.
No, I wouldn't be surprised because I know about.
Oh, well, yes, of course, but, you know.
Yeah, but that's occasional, where on a MMO server, that's all the time.
All the time, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and with my fresh shiny
Or
load,
chill.
I'm getting 82 FPS
And
in the
people
basement.
wanna,
So.
people want to know why I'm an extreme soloist.
Uh-huh. And from what I hear, even on a public server, it is very possible to play solo.
I installed that tonight, but it's going to be on my Windows installation because I hear bad things about the Linux on that.
Bad things about what?
The compatibility between Linux and
Yeah.
Dune it's too new a game. It'll even out, but
Yeah, it will.
But it isn't yet.
Hmm.
right. I do Windows and Linux.
What Oh, I need to turn creative off.
And a party invite it.
Well, everyone needs a party invite. So what happened to all the grass? All the plant fibers? Mm, this is for everyone.
A bunch of it got turned into fabric. Cloth fragments.
Yeah,
Oh.
Where,
I didn't know
where
you
we-
could turn that into cloth fragments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I went looking for plant fibers and there was only 4 in the box.
Oh yeah, well that would be why, because
Yeah.
it draws from all the boxes until you get to a point. So
Yeah, so I had to go out and Oh, that's the other thing I was got
Go
distracted
ahead.
about.
had to go out and
mow
cut
the
grass.
lawn. Yeah.
Yeah, and with the amount that I needed, it took a long time.
Uh-huh.
I was making
But
rope.
great to know. I will start keeping the grass. I have been getting rid of it.
Yeah, rope takes a bunch of grass in order to make it.
Oh, and we need rope. Okay, I
Like-
get it. All right.
Like 800 only made.
Except we've got 2,600 rope.
I didn't see any rope.
2,600 rope in crafting.
Oh. No, we still need plant fiber.
Oh yeah.
True.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
always need plant
well-
remember, if in doubt, look in stacks.
I did. I just didn't see it there. I was had
Yeah.
my mind focused on plant fiber.
Yeah.
But that was also when I was only getting 5 to 10 frames per second.
Right. Fair enough.
Hey,
So
Did
are
you-
we?
did you hear about
Sorry.
the cause and
Mm-mm.
what was causing the frame drop? Strings of pumpkin lights.
Oh my.
Yeah, and it
That's
didn't
a
even take
shame.
that many of them.
Because,
I
you know,
swear
they're
their lighting
adorable.
system is
I
probably
know.
just bunk.
What was that crazy? Sorry, we were all.
I'm sure the pump's lighting system is just bunk.
Yeah. But I don't know if those lights. I think those lights are modded. I don't think they're
They are.
default.
They are modded.
Yeah, because I've certainly never seen them in vanilla.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll just decorate with the regular pumpkins.
Yeah.
But so Bent, are we very low on cloth again? I've been trying to keep it stocked. But I
Well,
also haven't checked on how much there is.
it takes a ton to make duct tape,
Yeah.
and we're making a batch of duct tape, so.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, I'm out harvesting, so I guess that means I will.
Well, we need to get our cotton farm back up and running.
We do. And I believe that it's probably ready to harvest. The old one is.
Right. And now that Annie's got the fence around the house, I could probably scout out a place to put it. The question is do we want it inside the fence or outside the fence?
Probably out because again it's
is why I'm asking.
It's a
Right.
frame sink.
All right, I will scout out something on the other side of the lake, and I will start setting up. That's what I'll do. So I'm at the base now, so as soon as I empty my pockets, I'll go off across the lake and I'll start scouting out a spot and set up a.
Well, we do still have 6 stacks of cloth.
Right, but it'll take a while for
okay.
cotton to cotton.
So we're not out of
Dying.
cloth. Yep.
Yet. Yeah.
Yeah, yet being the operative word.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep harvesting at the rate I'm harvesting, and that should hopefully help quite a bit.
Excuse me.
No, let me get rid of all this. Yeah, it just surprised me. We've usually got stacks and stacks and stacks of plant fiber. And let's see. Oh, postal face. Because I also wasn't finding any spike traps that were made. And those take rope and sticks.
Well, last time I saw that we had some, they were in building supplies, I believe. So if there aren't, then we don't.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any.
Okay, they undoubtedly
Either. Where did you see the rope?
Crafting, top left.
Ah. I'm wondering if it's just the lighting that 7 Days to Die can't handle.
Yeah, my thought is
Yeah.
their lighting system can't handle much.
Because I know Annie was having some weird problems with lighting too.
Yeah.
Well, we know for a fact the shadow system is.
Well, yeah, but
Closed.
she had lights blinking and turning colors, and I was standing right next to her, and they weren't doing it for me, but I was
Right.
seeing it on her screen. So Yeah,
I think she
weird
has the
lighting
oldest
problems.
PC now, so that might be it too.
I don't know.
Not that we haven't played this game for
Yep.
10 years.
I haven't played it on my laptop for a while, but I'm pretty sure my laptop is well older than. And even this desktop is several years old because Lathios hasn't been able to work back in the office for at least 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it was his while he was still able to work in the office, so.
Oh, and by the way, there are squirrels now in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Oh, y'all went out to eat without me again?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Sashimi and sushi?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Shumai.
Oh, shumai.
And lychee soda.
A melon soda.
Ooh. I'm actually really looking forward to Dune Awakenings.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
And experimenting with the private server. The server's expensive. Or expensive-ish. Because I'm gonna invest it in a year. In the long run, it's gonna be cheaper. That's around $500.
Well, and you'll probably have, if you invest in a chunk like that, you'll end up with more options and more. So,
Well, I want to open
more
it up. Yeah, I want to open it up to anyone that wants to join us.
yeah, so.
Max slots in a year. Still, you get like, I think I saw you get like 17% less for going a year instead of month by month.
Yep. And
It's always better to go that way if you can.
Yep. And I'm going with a service that's cheaper and gives you more granularity on setting up the server.
Oh, not Netrative then?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's G-Portal.
Ah.
It's one that I hadn't heard of before.
I've heard of them, but I can't speak to their quality or anything.
Well, Nitrado is actually a fairly good service.
Yeah, Netrato is. I haven't experienced G-Portal though.
Yeah. But it's not surprising that they've got more limited options on the admin of the server. I think that was the problem that I had with them, even with 7 Days to Die.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of restrictions based on the Herbert family.
Yeah. Because this, even though it's the same people as Conan Exiles, this seems to be much more Dune than Conan was Conan. Conan Exiles didn't seem to even be in the same universe as Conan.
So they did it right the second time or so.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. I wonder if they have dick sliders and boob sliders. I doubt it, since it's in...
Doubt it. No.
Well, I don't know. They had it in Conan Exiles.
Yeah, but do you really think the Herbert family would be like, oh yeah, go for it?
Well, true. Very true.
Because it's a franchise an IP that's fully controlled by the family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, family's got to sign off on everything.
Nice. I'm actually really happy with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely one of those franchises that it is totally backed by the estate.
Honestly, all this Dune stuff is making me want to read the book and watch the movies again.
I have
Not
to
again. I
agree with
haven't
you.
read them yet at all. I mean, I'm
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, and
Yeah, but I'd have to watch both of them. The old one and
well,
the new
isn't
one.
the
the
second
80s
one
one,
out?
and then
Well, isn't the second part of the newer movie out now?
Yeah,
I thought
but
the third part was.
Yeah,
I'm just counting all the new ones together.
sure, I get that.
Because I actually liked the Kyle MacLachlan one. Especially the uncut.
Absolutely.
Especially uncut.
That was outstanding.
That was ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely was, and that was my introduction to Dune.
Well, not only that, but they actually worked with Frank Herbert to get the look right.
Mm-hmm. And I just actually redid my book collection, reset, clearing up metadata and stuff, so I actually can lay my hands on them.
Well, that's what was interesting about some of the other Dune, especially that miniseries. That miniseries for the Sci-Fi Channel was horrible. Because the writers were trying to do a better Dune than the Kyle MacLachlan Dune.
That being said, however, they touched on a few things that could have been addressed differently, not better, differently in the original movie, that made some aspects of the book make more sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't better, it was just addressed in a manner that made a few things make sense. Well, did that make the whole miniseries better? No, not really, but there were some aspects about it that really was better.
Well, have you seen the uncut director's cut of the Kyle MacLachlan Dune?
I have it.
Okay.
I like Kyle MacLachlan. The man is fine.
I like him, but I find him very unattractive.
He's aged better. He looks better now than he did when he was younger. But, yeah, we're both of an age that, that was a teenage heartthrob when I was a teenager. But I have enjoyed a lot of the work he's done, and plays an absolute shit really well. And I like performers who can, play good guys and bad guys. It was like Robert Vaughn. I actually came to Robert Vaughn through a good guy role because I found him in Man from U.N.C.L.E. and then found out that this was a rare role for him, and he mostly played despicable people, not necessarily villains, just shady guys. So like, ooh, this guy's good.
I had that experience with a couple of actors.
Exactly. So
Clark Gable.
Yes.
I hated Clark Gable because he always seemed to play some type of gangster. Until I saw In a Lonely Place and actually sat down and watched The Maltese Falcon.
Loved The Maltese Falcon. See, and that's how the first time I saw Clark Gable. It's those kinds of roles.
Yeah, and if you ever get a chance to see In a Lonely Place, he's playing an author who's accused of murder. And it's just a really good murder mystery. And he doesn't
And
play his typical role with him being an
Mhm.
author in it.
Exactly. And there have been, like you say, there's been several. There are actually a couple of. I will speak his name only briefly because we both don't care for him as a comedian. Yes, him. Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Not fond of Will Ferrell.
No.
But that being said, I saw him in a dramatic role. And I went, wow, is this Will Ferrell? Because it was actually well done.
Yeah.
It was not going to get him an Oscar, but it was a well done movie and it was enjoyable. And it was so more outstanding. This is just it. It was so much more outstanding than his comedy. And I'm sitting here going, dude, why are you doing this for a living? This you can do. But if you get enjoyment from the other, knock yourself out. But yeah.
Well, the thing that made me turn completely against Will Ferrell was one movie. And it completely soured him for me for all of his movies. Bewitched.
I never got into Bewitched.
I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, he made the movie all about him. And he tried improvising all this stuff. And he did.
That was a horrible movie.
It was.
I had forgotten about that movie.
But what's her name?
Thank you so much, Tex.
Was it Nicole Kidman that was in it?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I've
seen it once years ago.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman, who should have been the star of it, did an amazing job with it. But yeah, he completely ruined the movie. It's to the point now, I know that he's got a small bit role in the Lego movie. I just can't watch it. I dislike him so much that I just can't watch any movie that he's in.
You throw me an invite, please.
Yep.
Thank you.
Rubia, I am bringing you farm plots and seeds and stuff from the old cotton farm.
Luna and they'll have invites now as well.
Okay, the frame rates are a little better. They're in the upper 20s.
Okay.
It's at least functional.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Bicycle. You are mine. Come back here. What happened here?
I'm joining you, Tex. Said I'll join you.
Okay.
What the heck?
Oh, dang it, I missed it.
So, I have a potential observation that y'all may know, but I may not. I am standing here. I am not in a box. I opened up my inventory to pull a stack of the iron to see if I could stack up anything before I flush them away. I do not have enough to make a stack, let alone 88 stacks. So I'm wondering if it's pulling from maybe one of the boxes.
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
That is very fascinating, even though I'm not looking at anything.
Correct.
Yep, because it pulls from everything. That works with whatever you're crafting in your inventory as well.
So yeah, be a little careful on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I thought had happened to all the plant fiber. And I was gonna tease someone mercilessly, for whoever.
Of course you were.
Well, obviously we have enough raw iron to make 88 stacks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Well,
not going to make 88 stacks, by the way.
I'm kind of obligated to do
I feel
that.
like that would take an hour or so. But
Not
yeah.
not in your pocket.
Yeah.
Not in my pocket.
Is that the iron ore?
Yes, it is.
That's
No,
a-
it is the just the iron scraps you get from
Okay.
the vanilla iron.
Yeah, but you could stack that up in the workbench.
Yeah, I could, but I mean, I was clearing the stuff that was in my pocket before I dumped it in the drop box, and it struck me as like, no, there's no way in hell that 1,800 pieces is gonna stack to 88 stacks of 6,000.
Yeah.
No, I do not have that kind of magic.
I think just going to the front door will fix that. Or maybe it's front gate.
Yeah, you're out of the. I think in the garage you're out of the range because I do stuff in the garage and it doesn't pull like that.
Oh.
Because the garage is just beyond. Because my drop box will not cycle into the basement drop boxes. My drop box really only fills my boxes. So I think the garage is just out of range.
Yep. And I haven't asked you yet, but how have you had a chance to set up that mouse yet?
Oh, I've been using it since yesterday.
Okay. How's it working so far?
So far, pretty good. Getting used to having a flange under my finger is. Some moments it's like, oh yeah, I don't notice it at all. And some moments like, oh yeah, that's right. There's something under my finger, not the desk. That's not the desk. The only thing is so far as I can't get the computer to recognize that it's wireless, and that's the Open Razor software for Linux. That's nothing. It's not an issue with the hardware, so that's just something I gotta poke around at still. But on the cable, it's rock solid. It's a little bit. It was a little bit yesterday getting used to something a little more bulkier between my thumb and my forefinger, but I'm starting to not feel it in my hand anymore. So it's getting comfortable, I guess.
I grew to really like that flange because I had that with I had a very fancy rat mouse.
RAT.
RATT.
RATT.
From Mad Cat.
Mad Cat, yep.
Yeah. I've heard of Mad Cat.
Okay,
so where do I want to do these? I want to do these over here.
I have a Logitech that has a piece of plastic that widens like that.
Mine does not, however. But I can't see that some of the other ones wouldn't.
Right. And it's I think I've grown too accustomed to it. I don't think I'm going back.
Yeah, I could see where this would be actually quite comfortable than dragging your hand across the desk and, having it rub against the edge of the mouse. I mean, that I could see where that could become quite comfortable because it's a support plate. I mean, that's exactly what it is, but from my way of thinking, at least.
Yeah, it's probably what it is.
Yeah. Raw iron. Why am I seeing? I don't have any tungsten. You're all stoned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, this is kind of what mine used to look like. Of course, I can't get a big picture of it.
I can see well enough.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like the flange is mostly under the thumb.
They have changeable sides.
Oh, okay.
It's a completely customizable mouse. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter.
Can you make it taller across the top
Yes.
or just a little longer? Because my problem is my fingers are so long.
You can
That's one of the reasons I had to give up on a traditional mouse.
you can even spread the buttons.
Okay, well, that wasn't really much of an issue, although that is cool to know. It was just usually most mice end up being my fingertips would drag on the desk in front of the mouse, or I'd have to have my palm way back. And then when I discovered a vertical mouse, oh man, that was the shiz, because then my wrist was turned in a different direction, and this thing, my fingers were completely up off the desk.
I only stopped using it because
It looks great though.
The feet kept falling off the pads after a period of time. It took a couple of years, but still. Trying to find replacements for those feet was a nightmare.
I bet. I bet. Oh, you's out in the burn to the wasteland.
Wasteland.
Wasteland. Because there's lots to be found.
Ready?
In the wasteland. Go get him, guys. Show him who's boss. All right.
Yeah, beat me to it. Did they wake up when you went in, or did they wake up for me shooting the guys out here?
No, they wake up when I went in.
Okay.
Hey, Bent, I'm going to queue up some ironed into stacks in one of the workbenches because the box is full.
Do you have much 7.62 ammo? Hmm?
No,
Tons.
it's second me, I think.
Gabs of it.
211. You want it?
How much? That's not gonna hurt you, is it?
No.
Okay.
I only have the Mark 23 on me.
So I ran out. I didn't realize I was that low.
Mm.
The food that I picked up earlier is gone. See if I can quietly break this door. Yep.
Nicely done, Tex. And your screen seems to be a little more sync for me right now. I'm liking that.
A little more what?
In sync.
Mm.
Not as much delay as there usually is.
Listen like thieves.
I know, knock on wood.
Mm. I forgot about those guys. Yep, the 7.62 is with the silencer is much quieter than the MK23.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I didn't need that ammo.
Take it anyway because I don't have anything to use it for.
Okay. I forgot I brought stacks.
Just a different ammo type, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's the
Okay.
AP.
HP, AP,
Whichever
All
the
P.
red tip one is.
HP.
You cleared that room?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Well, maybe not. Missed one.
Mm-hmm.
Two. Okay.
Oops.
What's one?
An entire clear.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Go and get technical.
Going up.
Oh, that must have been Annie that came in.
Mhm. Yep.
Huzzah.
Behind you. Still hearing one.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check the ground floor.
He's in the wall.
Oh, okay.
His hand sticking out. Let's see. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, always surprises me that you shoot them in the toe, or if you shoot them in a finger, you can still kill them.
Yep.
Seems to completely drain all their health.
Well, yeah. The zombie femur, you know, or what is that artery? Bent?
Femoral.
Femoral, that's it. Thank you.
Mhm.
It's right there in their little pinky.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Uh-huh.
just saying.
Annie.
Luna.
Annie.
Ayo.
I'm putting down spikes.
Okay.
So be careful.
Spike know?
Hmm?
Does Spike know you're putting spikes down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Now we can get noisy. It's not very good. There we go. See any more?
There's a couple over there. Dang it, right, Raven, you scared me.
Poor crazy.
She doesn't say anything, though.
In case anyone wants the loot. I was wondering if you were going to use a real lockpick. Glad to see you did.
Mines.
Hmm?
I forgot mines, Rob.
Oh no, the gas-powered lockpick's much better than the manual ones.
Actually requires a fair bit more control as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right keen on my legendary pickaxe.
Mm-hmm. we've gone downstairs. Crazy.
Oh, Annie,
Yes.
did you see earlier that we figured out that the pumpkin string lights cause a massive amount of lag?
Oh.
But regular pumpkins seem to be okay.
No, great. That's lovely. It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate because they're adorable.
Mm-hmm.
They are very cute. But my room is still cute without them, so I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's good. Ooh, very nice. I like it.
Well, thank you. It's a very colorful.
It is delightful.
I love the sculpture work.
Mm-hmm.
We always love your sculpture work, though.
Mhm. It's true.
Sculptures are fun to build.
It'd take a lot of creativity too.
Indeed.
Scared me.
Be right back.
Now, I wonder if the Annie has seen the Discord.
Well, we won't find out until she gets back, since she just said be right back, so.
Mm-hmm. Like one more room? Yeah. One back here. Yeah. that's where we came in, so we missed something somewhere. Something hasn't been triggered ahead of above us.
It makes some noise.
Yeah, smack the cups and rattle the chains.
Mm-hmm. Head outside.
See a red mark here. It's above me. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I believe that's inside.
2 of them outside. Did we get all the trailers up? We didn't get all the trailers up there.
What POI are you doing?
The military outpost.
Oh, yeah,
76.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of trailers, so.
Mm-hmm. And one's not quite done. Where? The one that I missed. I thought I got him.
All right.
Okay, questicles done. That mercenary seems to really like barbed wire. Okay, I'm heading over to the trader to turn this in. soon as I figure out what trader it goes to. That one. Welcome back.
Welcome
back.
back.
Annie, did you see all the discussion in Discord?
Yes, I saw the game.
Well, hello again. Congratulations. I'll break out the Grandpa's Moonshine. So
Yes!
celebrate.
Sorry.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Happiness.
Aha.
Happiness is a somewhat well-played plan
Oh,
that's not designed.
only someone, huh?
Mm-hmm.
When things work out and you didn't think they would.
Exactly. Exactly. Hot dog.
Okay, I'm gonna go
I
drop
tell you,
some-
boss, it looked good on paper.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna go drop stuff off at the base before I go out for another one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go watch TV with my hubby.
Okay,
Okay.
Enjoy.
as long as it's
Okay.
good TV.
I mean, I don't know about that, but we'll see.
Mhm.
I don't know. Any time spent with a hubby, it's got to be good TV.
Well, true.
It's true.
Had fun.
My acid pills haven't kicked in yet. I have to munch on some more antacids.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But
Still, not fun.
Mhm.
I prefer the fruit ones, but I only have the mint one right now.
mm-hmm.
Speaking of munching,
Mm-hmm.
Barks would like to have breakfast on Saturday.
Okay.
We are doing a family get together for Father's Day on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I gave her putty, didn't I? Barks?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
She actually plays with it more than she thought she would too. She's really
Yeah.
liking it.
Something to that in there.
There really is. I have both of mine sitting here by the keyboard, and in lull moments, I pull it out and either just play with it in the tin or actually pull it out and stretch it for a bit. But I should have told my new PT about that today. I'll have to
Mhm.
take it in with me, and I love my new PT,
Mm-hmm.
guys. Most of this is directed at text, but it's directed at everybody. He tailored some of my stretching goals, to my stretches, to my short-term goals for the summer,
Mm-hmm.
so that they went hand in hand. And I'm like, that is super cool. So, like, one of my biggest is as you Tex and Bent know, I'd like to go back to the archery range this year. I haven't been on the range in a decade, and I'd love to go and shoot again. So he tailored one of my stretches to as though I were drawing a bow, so that I can stretch the strengthen that muscle group,
Mm-hmm.
and in the necessary ways of pulling. And I have to pull in both directions, because, well, you should, even when you're drawing, you should draw in both directions, just so one muscle group doesn't overdevelop the other one. But so hopefully I'll be at the range by the end of summer.
Nice. Very nice.
I hope so. Mm-hmm.
Do they supply bow and arrow? Or-
PT doesn't, no.
No, the range.
The range. You can rent one from the range, but
Mhm.
I have a pretty good lead on one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't imagine who that would be.
Somebody with a relatively recently broken shoulder who is
Mhm.
probably not ever going to draw a bow again.
Mm-hmm.
And I have it on good authority. It's a left-handed draw,
Yep.
because I can't shoot right-handed anymore.
We had bows when I was a kid. We had a couple of compound bows. I had a 30-pound, and my dad had a 50-pound.
Yeah, that's all I've ever. That's when I was shooting in college. That's what I shot, was compound. So this will be a new experience all the way around, because her bow is actually a power bow.
It's a nice recurve that was actually not made in Scotland, but was purchased in Scotland.
Oh. So what makes it a power bow?
It's the type of laminate and the type of curve.
Okay.
It's, instead of using a pulley, it's a recurve design.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I thought yours had pulleys on them.
Nope.
Oh, it's just a recurve.
Yep.
Okay. My bad.
But it's
I misspoke.
yeah, but the type of laminate and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, my coach, back in the day, worked at Los Alamos and developed some of the first advanced composite recurve bows, some record-holding advanced composite recurve bows, because, he was hanging out with people like Richard Feynman, and at lunchtime they would talk about stuff that they would they would problem solve. All the high-end engineers, the ivory tower guys, would problem solve recreational problems.
Yeah,
And
dysfunctional. That's what geeky engineers do.
that is what geeky engineers do. And so, and you know, as a materials engineer, Harold did all kinds of interesting power laminates that were, you know, unheard of back in the day. And even now, his bows, if you can find one, are very sought after by certain folk. And I just, by pure happenstance, ended up, you know, his shop was down the street from the high school where my partner taught. And then I found out who he was. Because, you know, that's how stuff like this happens in my world.
Bruce. Annie, is there a block that high and by? Is there a block that? Never mind. I think I answered my own question.
Aw.
Found the solution block, did we?
No, but first of all, I'm not sure how to ask the question, so let me poke around a little bit more. Maybe I can find the solution.
You've got a block?
Yes, I have a block on my block. How that looks. Ooh.
Izzy, how are you?
Oh, by the way, Carubia, I came up with another another design that I think will really work for you and be much more adaptable.
Okay.
It is a Turkish coat.
You had me at Turkish.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Say no more, yep.
Yeah, gold. I'm thinking with the gold brocade and trim it with the red and gold. And
Kidding.
it's a it is like a vest coat.
Guys, I had a traditional Nehru jacket for a lot, shirt for
Long
a long
time.
Yeah. And this beautiful white linen with intense blue and silver lace and all the appropriate ribbon in all the right places. I wore for a decade. This thing was fabulous. Could I get into one now? Probably not. But I loved it.
Yeah, Jerry, back when he was drinking and living in New York, he used to wear a cape all the time.
In thing to do.
Yeah, and at night he would walk home with several liters of beer covered by his cape. Well, he got robbed once.
We have
And
several cloaks.
he got robbed once, and the guy told him to give him all the money, but he couldn't because he had all this beer in his arms. So the robber just slapped him in the face and walked off. So his choice was drop all the beer and give him the money, or just stand there. And
Oh yeah,
it
and I know
wasn't
the
worth
answer to that one.
it wasn't worth getting rid of or dropping all the beer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know that answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I have several cloaks of various styles and weights.
Mhm.
So yeah, wearing a long cloak out, in public
Hmm.
is no stretch at all for me.
Well, Jerry tried to be a hippie for a long time. So he was always hanging around the hippie crowd, even though he was working as a scientist.
Yeah, and
I just find the juxtaposition humorous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, but a lot of the hard scientists that I know are actually heavy duty geeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that is no stretch at all for me.
Yeah, there were a couple
Yes.
of reasons why he stopped. One, it was very much misogynistic. At least the ones he hung out with.
Well, in lots of hard science fields, that is
Mhm.
totally the case.
Well, no, the
He-
hippie
he
stuff.
didn't-
That'd be stuff, yeah.
All the free love stuff was actually for
all
the
about
men.
having.
Yes.
Yes.
I've only known one true hippie,
Mm-hmm.
and he's long past that.
Am I thinking of the correct person?
Our Danish Viking?
No, actually, I mean, he's sort of a hippie, but no, that's
Oh
Mhm.
no, he in the 70s, he said he was a self-proclaimed hippie.
Mhm.
Did the whole 9 yards and the full pull before he got into college, and even a bit into college for that matter.
well, the one I was
Before he got his alphabet soup.
yeah, the one I was thinking of was Sparks's housemate. Was he not a
Sparks is-
was he
he
not a serious hippie?
Well, you could call him a modern day serious hippie. He's actually not old enough.
I thought he was older than me.
No, good lord, no.
We're talking the one with the P.
Yeah,
I thought he was older than me.
if he is, it's not by much.
Mhm.
He's probably, well, actually, you're right, he is, but he's my brother's age. So
Okay.
he's probably only 2-3 years older than you are.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That
but
was my
yeah.
that was my take. Was that he was a few years older than me.
But not heavily so, because he was born in
The 60s.
very late. No, he was born in the very
Oh,
late
wait.
50s.
Mhm.
No,
Well-
early 60s. if he's like 63 or so.
Yeah, it'd have to
Well,
have been.
Jerry used to even hang out at the old Stonewall every once in a while, right before the riots.
Exactly. You know, now that I'm thinking about it,
Mm-hmm.
Because
he actually was Steven's age. And Steven would have been. Steven was born in late 50s.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was not quite as old as his Grace, but
Yeah.
so
So yeah, he would be in the age group.
and his
But I
Grace,
don't know if he was an actual hippie or not, but he certainly was a user.
yeah, well, his Grace was born in 56, so
Oh,
Yeah.
the second reason he quit being a hippie, at least with the commune he was associated with,
Mm-hmm.
body lice.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
yeah, hygiene or lack thereof.
Yep.
Yep, that is the thing.
Oh, Skike heading out.
Yeah,
I
I
think
guess so.
so.
Okay. Well, have a good night, Skike.
You know who took all the good things about hippies and threw out the bad then?
Who?
The punk rockers.
Who?
Well, yeah, the 80s had
Yeah.
to happen.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah.
late 70s, early 80s. Of course, the punk rock scene in the UK was so different than the punk rock scene in the US.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
very different. Very,
Very different. Yeah,
different.
exactly.
I met a different trader, Crazy, just to see if I can find any different quests.
No problem.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
had
If you got the
we had
wheels,
a
you got the wheels.
Austin had a surprising punk scene in the early 80s. Because it was one of the designated R&R places for the Falkland soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had lots of Brits that were coming from the Falklands.
Yep, needed a place to hang.
For work,
Uh-huh.
you got to keep your gun saddle on.
Are you heading back with my supplies?
I am.
Too.
I'm
Nice.
working my way back with, plant fiber, and
Mm-hmm.
so I'm
Good.
walking back. But yes, I am.
Good. Oh, there's no rush. I'm sitting here, still just laying out.
Picking your blocks.
Yes,
Mm.
sure.
Hmm.
I'm trying to make pretty. I don't have to make pretty. I can make functional, but I want to make pretty.
Well, we haven't done a labyrinth here for a while.
Well, we can do that too, but I'm incorporating the walkway that's the path that's in here.
Oh, the one around the lake.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Although I'm having a bit of a time because it curves a little bit, but I'm rocking it. I got this.
I picked up an ostrich hotel that's about a kilometer away.
Yeesh.
Cool.
Ostrich is a nice POI.
It is.
Yeah, that was such a good base too. It really was.
That's
I was just
beautiful.
thinking that and wishing that we had one that was closer to our regular base.
Yeah,
That one was a fun one to fix up.
yeah, it was.
It was.
Who just walked by here?
Me.
Oh, there you are. Hi.
Ayo.
Everything that's a square block where you're standing is going to be a plot.
Okay.
And then everything out here to the water will be a plot. This is going to be our cotton farm.
Okay.
It might be a little too big, but
Mm.
it got
I
out of
am-
hand.
I am bringing 400 farm plots from the previous cotton farm. So
Okay, maybe not.
yeah, that's what the previous cotton farm was. So
Alright. Can deal with that. Alright. And then she just swims off into the sunset.
oh yeah,
I like it. Zanny.
Let's take a look, pixies.
But the question is, was she on her vehicle as she swam off?
No, she just nosedived in and did a just gonna have to wing it, I guess.
Breaststroke.
Breaststroked out there, you know it. Yep,
The Virgin Ostrich Hotel, too.
Woo.
gracious.
I know.
Who would have thunk?
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the bishop, the priest, and the vicar walk into a Starbucks.
Well, this one I can tell that it hasn't been touched, at least by me, because the hole's not open.
Uh-huh.
I thought you were a mercenary.
Oh my god, that sounded horrible.
What?
I just had a screamer walk up behind me,
Mm-hmm.
but it sounded like a dog at first or something having some sort of coronary. And then she screamed, and it's like I thought she was going to choke on a lung. That was the strangest thing I have heard in a long time.
Yeah, their screams are kind of unique now, aren't they?
They're just wrong. They're not unique. They're wrong. If you're gonna scream, just huff and scream. Don't do this weird kind of choking.
I miss the old ways to breathe.
Yes.
But it would go like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind the little.
That, I miss that old screamer.
Yeah.
He was creepy. 'Cause he's here.
Mhm.
That little wheeziness. Like, where are they? I know they're here. I can smell them.
That's all right there, Soldier Bob. Go out there and kill that thing. Run across town. I don't care. Okay, who dropped a backpack?
Was it me?
Might have been sitting there for all I know.
An NPC or a Harley?
But the chat wasn't checked. Ah.
You just messing with my stuff. How rude.
I'm sorry about that, Skiki. Did you ask online or in-game?
I think they did. Let's see here. Probably before I got on.
Yeah, I don't see anything in game chat.
Yeah, just
So,
that I'm not
and-
seeing anything in game chat, yeah.
Yeah, and in public chat, most of us don't see the public chat very well.
Yeah. I mean, I see it somewhat, but I don't keep up with it. Most of the time when I respond to people, it's because I hear audio cues from text. Text says hi to somebody, you know, I'll reach over there and tag. Or if he makes a certain kind of comment, I'll tag something. But I don't actively watch chat, I'm afraid. I do try, but... So I do apologize if I've missed something.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that as well, Skiki.
Yep, sorry
I
about that.
try not to ignore anyone, but if I'm in the heat of the moment in a POI, or if I'm traveling, I don't always see chat.
Excuse me.
There are 4 mercenaries in a park beating up a zombie.
Okay.
It's in the playground.
Okay, there's something sublime about that.
Yeah, there is.
All the times kids were beat up, you know, there's a mercenary out there.
Even the
just
nurse
for
is in
them.
on it. Well, we've got an ad starting up. $20. Okay. Got ready, Crazy?
Yeah, I'm good.
Night Raven, were you gonna join us?
I'm almost there.
Okay. I'll wait for you. There are more mercenaries out here than there are zombies.
Well, yeah, that should say something.
Maybe the mercs are actually doing their job?
Yep, maybe.
Somebody shot me. Oh, I see.
Early.
Yeah, with the sniper.
Mm-hmm.
On the
Rude.
roof. On the roof. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, see, now there's a joke. Harley with a sniper on the roof. That's the culprit. Finally, somebody got it. See, it's all about timing and delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can tell what someone, you know, where someone comes from by what they know Tim Curry from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. We were playing that game long before that man made that movie.
True.
But yes, but I agree.
Have you seen the Carol Burnett clip where he's talking about the elephant?
Probably, but I can't bring it to mind because I love both of them.
I'll have to find the video of it for you.
Okay.
Neither Carol Burnett, what's her name, or Harvey Korman could sit through it without breaking character.
Well, of course, because it's Tim Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I felt supreme in a sense when it was like we, you know, me and our two friends that we went to the movies with, and a few other people, we were sitting around our coffee clutch and talking about movies and such, and Tim Curry's variety of movies came up, and I said, yeah, and he's a fabulous singer, because, you know, Rocky Horror had come through that conversation. Yeah, he's a fabulous singer. I love his albums. And you could have heard a pin drop at our coffee clutch, and they all looked at me and was like, he has a record?
Yes.
And I'm like, Google it, especially his cover of Summer in the City. And they're like, everybone's got their phones. Like,
okay, ready?
I knew something.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Somebody else didn't.
Finally, I'm of the shine.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Tim Curry was quite the character too.
Oh yeah.
Because
He's my favorite actor.
part of the reason why they were having trouble holding it together during the elephant was no one knew about it. It was completely improvised.
Exactly.
And apparently they used to do that quite a bit on the Carol Burnett show.
They did. Quite a bit. She said there would be the rehearsal and then the taping, and sometimes all bets would be off and the audience just had no clue what they'd be in for. And, you know, Conway would play relatively nice during the stage rehearsal, and then they'd go in for the taping, and then it's just like, how can I mess with you know, Harvey today? Yeah. How can I mess with Carol today? And Vicki Lawrence once said, it's just like, somebody came in, her husband came into the dressing room and says, just give you a heads up, Tim's going to do X, Y, and Z and PD and Q. And she says, that little, and I can't repeat it on stream. And she got her own. She got back at him during a live taping. And it was, oh man, he was quite the little prankster, I understand. And he was good. Oh, he was good.
Well, I follow someone on Blue Sky, Danny Delaney, and he posts clips about stuff like that.
It would be worth getting her recorded stuff, her DVDs, just to see the blooper reels.
Yeah.
Just to get the behind the scenes and the interviews and such.
And no one could parody Gone with the Wind like she did.
God, no.
Oh yeah.
This whole thing, it's just,
Just
looks
something
like
I
a
saw
piece
in the
of
window.
the window. Exactly. Rip!
Yeah, went with the wind.
The funny thing was, is I was actually watching a dressmaker. I guess there's a couple of dressmakers, vintage, recreationists and vintage dressmakers I watch, and she was doing a video on, things like Bridgerton and so on and so on and so on. And she says the funny thing is a lot of period pieces that you see from that time frame are very accurate, but when you see British pieces, you see French clothing, because English clothing is, oh my effing god, what the hell happened here, kind of thing. And hoops for miles and. But one of the things that she was showing, these plates, these vintage plates, they really do look like carpet clothing and drapery material that are detailing these big, beautiful hoops. And I was looking at that, and that was the first thing that came to mind, was Carol Burnett and these big, heavy drapes she pulled off the set. And
I have actually done a surprising amount of dressmaking out of drapery.
oh yeah,
fabric.
absolutely.
And I did
That I have no doubt.
I did the peacock. Who will deny he's a peacock, but he's a peacock. 15th century fencer. In red and gold brocade. I mean, tell me that's not a peacock.
Yeah. That's not right. Come on. Oh, that's what my problem is. Okay. We can't fix this. There is no way to fix this. No, I think I can. I think I can. Come on, Thomas, we can do this. Okay. Move, guardsman! You're in my way.
That's the whole point.
Beloved duck. I'm not gonna hire you. I don't need you. Please leave now. Can I push you out of the way?
No, you can't. Actually, how I know.
I think I need to.
I get the distinct impression that no, we don't need to.
We might have encountered this a time or six.
Okay, that works. Sort of. Kinda.
It's fine.
Now it's fine.
Good.
Nothing that, removing a few blocks of, substrate won't cure. Too bad we can't shape like dirt.
Yeah, it's a pain. It's a problem.
Oh, you want it flat then?
No, I want to shape it at an angle.
I want angle more, like, that's
Make
less
it
steep.
natural looking, yeah. Make it natural.
Like the 4-block slope.
Yep.
That kind of gradual.
Yeah.
Dirt wedges would be amazing.
Dirt wedges would be fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Dirt
Okay,
wedges would
heading
be
up.
fabulous. That just looks fugly as all get out. I'm gonna have to correct this the hard way. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Not what I wanted.
So do you want me to bring this stuff to you or put it in your box?
You can bring it to me, please. That'd be fabu. I have a box we can put it in.
Snakes. I need a couple more snakes.
Hmm.
Two.
Mm.
There's a couple snakes in there.
Yeah.
Not the snakes.
Doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yes, I needed exactly that amount.
Do what?
Needed exactly the two that were in here.
Mm-hmm. I knew there was a room with snakes in it. I just forgot that it was that soon.
So it's snakes with a view.
Mm-hmm. Well, near ground floor. I think I'm hitting someone's elbow. Sorry about that.
That would hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that would hurt.
And there's a bunch of them in there.
Yeah, I think that's all of them.
Did I unlock it, or did they unlock?
Oh, it's unlocked.
Okay. God, there are guard things everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
God, he's kneeling to you like, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. He, however, however, is not the one who has, well, quite all of the stuff in his pocket.
No one in here?
Alright, cotton mushroom, farm plots, seeds.
Okay.
The rest of the farm plots are in somebody else's pocket, I think.
Yeah, that's probably enough for now. Thank you muchly.
You are welcome. Collect the water here and then go empty folks' pockets and
I'll probably still be here.
Is that a zombie I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Annie, is there a way to maintain delineation between the plots if they're side by side?
Oh,
Rotate them.
I think that's how I do it.
Nope.
1 second. I think.
Oh, it used to work.
used to.
You got to alternate between the square and the planter box.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah, so it's the farm plot and plot raised. If you use this too, it will not blend.
Score. Thank you.
But will it blend?
Cheek.
Sorry, I was using auger, couldn't hear you.
You still got four more vultures. No, it's only 3. I keep forgetting that that's just a optical illusion. There are 4 zombies still somewhere below us.
Yes, it was this one.
Hmm?
Oh, construction part.
Mm-hmm. You only missed one in here. Yep, I got it. Where was that zombie?
I say this is the 4th floor, and it's the construction area that's not right being redone and stuff.
Uh-huh. Oh.
They were behind the house here.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's nice. Thank you.
I'm wondering if that didn't spawn until after I killed the other one. Okay, heading over to turn this in.
Yep.
Looks like an anti-bunker.
Let me see where you are. 1 second. This probably is.
That's
Yep, that's
made,
mine.
yeah, it's made of concrete.
I was gonna say it depends. Is it a little mound in the ground with a storm door in it? No, that's probably mine.
What the heck is
But-
this?
That was my first little outpost trying to find the lava.
Oh, okay.
And I was getting surrounded and these were high.
So you built an entire building for it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we never overkill.
No.
I seriously approve of your maneuver, Annie.
Thank you.
I probably so would have done the same thing.
Well, one thing's that to mine in the wasteland, you need concrete.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's like, and you should see me trying to build that, because I was just slapping down concrete blocks at random.
Here you go.
As you're growling and screeching, like, oh, good lord, what's going on?
Did I not? I did. Okay. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Your cupboards are full.
What?
Cupboards are full.
Oh.
Okay, back to base. I need to get food.
Well then, let me see what kind of cook up real quick.
I'm putting eggs and corn and mushrooms and pumpkins in the candy box.
Okay.
Because I just brought all of the above back from the other base. I harvested the farm there.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting. So I've got the Elden Ring character that's almost at max level. New game 37. It just occurred to me I could back up all my saves and go in and set it back to new game 2, see what it's like. I'd have to use a cheat engine to do it though. I'm not going to do it, but it was an interesting thought experiment. Interesting fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a more difficult character to play because of the level and the new game status. But I'm beginning to prefer it because of the challenge. That's a character that I can get 2-shot on.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Gotta love it when an unexpected plan comes together.
Mm-hmm. How can it be unexpected if it's a plan?
Well, plan was there. The design of the plan was unplanned.
Oh.
But it played out.
Mm-hmm.
Like hot dog, I don't have to make any sort of jury-rigging design elements.
And I really don't want to say it, but it's there.
Yeah, okay, fine.
You had an idea of the plan.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking it, no, but thank you. I like where your mind goes. Oh, yeah, this is going to look pretty cool, actually, I think. Get some
Okay.
detailing without extraneous painting.
And I did get the next batch of dew collectors up on the north of the house and on the edge of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking about making something pretty around those too, because they're just sort of out there. But I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Looks like onions are my bottleneck right now. Of course.
I think I might
I
have some in
wondered.
my pocket.
I wondered about that.
Onions?
Which recipes use the onions?
Yes.
That
Yes.
prevalent, huh?
I do
Mhm.
not have any onions. Sorry.
Yep. Go fish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said you wanted onions, not fish.
I can raise you mushrooms though.
Oh, yeah.
Usually it's mushrooms we're hurting for.
Yeah. And this mod is carrots, then then onions. It's
Yeah,
always a
mushrooms seem to be
dance.
everywhere.
Yep.
Not the one I want. That's the one I want.
All right, Caribia, of the cotton I brought back, how much of that needs to turn into seed?
Yes.
You only gave me 40 seeds. So,
Really?
I don't know.
Okay. You check the.
Should be a lot more than that in storage.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, and I brought back a bunch more than that, so they must have been in one of the other merc's pockets.
Yeah, you gave me lots of seeds, but only 40 of them were actually cotton.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we've
crap.
got 700 cotton seeds. So.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. I gotta get this in here before the water starts spewing everywhere because I broke the water.
Oh.
And it's seeping in. I don't care as long as it doesn't seep away and it stays out on the outside as well.
Mm-hmm. You need some help?
Oops.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm okay so far. I broke my pattern is what I did. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night.
Okie dokie.
I still
Okay.
need to eat and get ready for bed.
Yeah, I had a grand total of a couple of Cheez-Its today. Yay.
Yeah, by the time I got to the sushi, all I'd had was the sushi, a bite of chicken, a bite of strawberries, and a bite of cottage cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need food.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go make a cheese sandwich.
Yeah, take some.
Yeah, I've got fried rice. Tofu fried rice.
Very carby.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it won't put me in a coma or anything.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
You're immune to food comas.
Yep. Exactly.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, chat. I will see y'all tomorrow. Hope y'all have a good night. See y'all then. Bye.
Night.
Hi, chat.